VTHN welcomes you to the following.
Come out firing, come out flying.
You got to get on these guys early, let them know who's in charge of the game, and execute.
5 players that have now over 30 points on your team already halfway through the season.
You set the standard, you don't wait on anybody else.
All gas, no brakes.
Virginia Tech has never won 8 in a row in program history.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, and the Hokies will walk out of New Jersey on a 7-game win streak.
So let's talk kind of about Denison for them. 17-3 this weekend.
Kazai driving in. They score! The Bronx fall 10-3 to the Virginia Tech Hokies.
He's shooting, he scores! Dynamic duo strikes again. And it goes in!
Taken out. That one fired and they score.
His shot score! Dave by Cook plays the
Kazai on the wraparound. And he scores!
Following one of their most successful seasons ever, the Hokies are back for the 2025-26 season with their sights set on an appearance at Nationals. For the first time since 2018, Virginia Tech and Liberty will battle once again under the lights of the Lancerlot Sports Complex, reigniting a storied rivalry. The Hokies, coming off a dominant 24-4-1 season, which saw incredible growth and shattered records, a program-best 13-game win streak, a new all-time points leader in fifth-year player Gavin Peduzzi, and a proven track record of success against tough competition, Virginia Tech is poised to be a powerhouse once again. But Liberty is no stranger to the spotlight. Fresh off an appearance at the Division II Nationals, the Flames won 2 games against Texas and West Point. Historically, Liberty has had the upper hand, coming into a home-and-home series with 16 straight wins over Virginia Tech dating back to 2013. The question for tonight, can the Hokies' veteran presence break the curse a decade in the making, or will the Flames once again snuff out the Hokies' spark in the season opener? Cam Kazai, one of the star players for the Hokies, ready to get another great season underway. Scored a lot of goals last year. A former Rookie of the Year in the ACHA, and there's Ian Key starting in the goal. He had a stellar last season, back for his 5th year as well. We are in store for a good one. Welcome back in, folks. It is game day. We're finally here. Virginia Tech and Liberty. Kyle Bean, along with Finn Trainer. We're ready to get things underway. I think it's going to be a great season. What do you think, Finn?
I 100% agree. I think we've got a lot of really good talent on this Virginia Tech team, and I'm really excited to see how far we can go, hopefully making it into that national championship.
It's going to be a great year, but before we get going, let's toss it down to Caitlin real quick. She talked to star player and captain Gavin Peduzzi before tonight's game.
I'm here with Gavin Peduzzi, team captain this year and player of the year last year. So you haven't played Liberty in about 7 years. How are you feeling going into this game?
I've been looking forward to play this game since I got here. I know we have some rough history in the past. I think that's why we haven't played them, but they're a good team, so always good to beat a local team, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and this is the first game of the season and first home game, home opener. Are you excited? We talked to your coach earlier. He said the locker room is pretty good.
Yeah, so we got a great group of rookies this year. We're real excited. We think we got what it takes to make it real fun this year. So tonight will be a good test.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. Now, Finn, before we take a quick break while the players are warming up, got a couple questions for you. So first off, give me a score prediction for tonight. What are you expecting out of Virginia Tech and the Flames?
I mean, I don't know. I was watching the games of Liberty last weekend, and they seemed to get some going later in the second period, but honestly, this could be a close one just with the history. So I might say, honestly, 4-2 for Tech.
Close game. It's definitely going to be a tough one. I mean, this Liberty squad, they've had so much success in the past, but at the same time, how much does that impact tonight with so much new talent on the team? They've got double-digit freshmen on this squad.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It'll be nice to see how much that team can kind of become a really a good working, well-oiled machine. We might see it here tonight, we might not. So it'll be very interesting to see.
And for the Hokies, you've got to think about the depth of this squad. They had so much talent last year, and almost all of that's coming back. You've got fifth-year player Gavin Peduzzi, fifth-year goaltender Ian Keep, Matt Veneri is back, Cam Kazai's back. There's so much experienced talent, and you add in a few very, very good freshmen to the mix. What do we think they've got in store tonight?
I mean, I know that they're going to come out playing as best as possible. They're probably going to score something really, really close, really, really quick. I would not be surprised if these kids make it really, really far, especially tonight as well.
Well, we're definitely in store for a good one. We'll check back here in a few minutes to see if Virginia Tech can pull off the win in the season opener against the Flames. It's sure to be a tight one. You won't want to miss it.
VTHN welcomes you to the following presentation of Virginia Tech Hockey. VTHN welcomes you to the following presentation of Virginia Tech Hockey. VTHN welcomes you to the following presentation of Virginia Tech Hockey. VTHN welcomes you to the following presentation of Virginia Tech Hockey.
Welcome back into the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Hokies and the Flames here to square off in the season opener here at the Lancer-Lott Sports Complex. Kyle Bean and Finn Trainer here to guide you through the game. We are in store for a good one. I know the Hokies are going to come out strong, and I think the Flames have got some firepower to give them a good battle here on opening night.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I'm really looking forward to seeing this match tonight. It's going to be a really, really close one, I think.
It's been years since these two programs have faced off. Not since 2018 have the two teams played, despite being just about 90 minutes up I-81. Quite a shocker there, but certainly a storied rivalry between the two squads. They've played well over 20 times. Liberty on a 16-game win streak. The Hokies finally looking to break the curse this weekend.
I know.
We're about set for game time. Just went through starting lineups. Looks like it's going to be Corey Owens to take the face-off for the Flames, and Virginia Tech running with Austin Hearn. Sophomore this year, scored 23 points last season. Ooh, little false start there, and here we go. Hearn gets the face-off into the offensive zone, but quickly cleared out by the Flames. It's back out to Brian Rice. Lagas back to Rice, working up the left side. Cross pass to now, intercepted by the Flames. Russell tries to land a hit. Puck out to Hearn. Takes it himself, knocked away by the Flames. That was Theo Priem. Hokies try to keep it in, but they'll have to get back and clear. Flames working up the near side. gets back into the stick of Rice. Few hits right in front of the scorers. Lagas defending against Caleb Burchett, had 1 goal last weekend. Peduzzi, the captain, up the near side. Glove save by Selke. Into the corner and off the pads.
There's almost a rebound there by Tulo. It looked really good.
The Hokies, one of those teams that plays with rebounds pretty well. They shoot it hard, they shoot it often, and it has led to a lot of goals historically, if I do say so myself.
I agree.
Face off in the far circle. Hokies able to battle it in for just a second, but swung around by the Flames. Teo Lanigan near side, rips one off the leg pads of Selke, another one to the chest, barely scoops it up and covers up with Ethan Garlock on the way. Liberty currently sitting at 0-2. They had a tough weekend against High Point. They lost 1-4 on Friday night and 2-3 on Saturday. Not the way they wanted to start their season after reaching nationals just last spring. They won 2 games there against Texas and Army West Point. There'll be an icing for the Flames. Max Sullivan hustling back for that one. Near side face-off. Zach Stewart tries to keep it in for the Hokies. Flames swinging around and they're able to clear. It's Glenn Farmer on the run. Defended by Drew Takray, takes a shot but knocked away. Hokies come up with it. Stewart pushing up the far side, swings it over to Ewan Andrew. Cross ice pass to Tyler Gordon, gets away into the corner. Now puck behind the net, recovered by the Flames. Just cleared out. Tyler Gordon shovels it back in. Hokies get back on sides. Zach Stewart pushing around the goal. Kept in on the far side by Tyler Semo, one of the freshmen for Virginia Tech. Knocked off the ref and just kept in the neutral zone. Near side, Tyler Gordon. Caught up in the corner there. A pair of Liberty defensemen. Brian Rice up at the blue line, swings it to Lagas, just gets away from him, rips one off the legs of Selke. Knocked behind the net. Liberty tries to clear, Lagas keeps it in, just barely. DeVivo swings it around. Liberty nearly with a break of their own, but Lagas there to spoil. Knocks one off the stick. Risky pass there. Ripped by West Valent. Another one of the freshmen for Virginia Tech. And that's batted up and away.
Both teams are getting a well-needed break here. They've been playing already for a really long time here. It's been very defensive for Liberty as we've been in here, but they've been playing really well.
They were stuck in the defensive zone quite a bit against the Panthers last weekend. Panthers had a stifling defense and Liberty just not with as many opportunities as they'd like. Pushing up the far side, Ben Kovac. Swings it back behind for Josh Martin. Got a whistle just in front of the net. And we'll have a near side face-off. Martin and Hearn in the near circle. Hokies take it and clear it up top. Hearn battling one-on-one. Now ripped by Tulo. Rebound all the way to the blue line. And Sullivan keeps it in. Caught up in the near corner. It's a fast break for Liberty. Now 2-on-3 as the Hokies hustle back. Tulo and Lanigan there to spoil the just kept in on the blue line right in front of the Hokies bench. Caleb Birkencotter, a risky save with the skates.
Oh yeah. You probably could have fit half an index card in there, and that's as far as it was between being offsides.
Neutral zone face-off here. Corey Owens and Gavin Peduzzi. They'll head back for Liberty. Selke takes it himself and knocks it into the far corner. Cam Kazai trying to take it away. Near side rips one up top. Got into the glass. The Hokies recover. Kazai back behind the net, swings it over to Garlock. Garlock looking for the man in the center. Out to Cray, but poked away. Caleb Burchett near side, centering past Emi. Just gets away from him. Garlock to Cray. Knocked away. Battle there in the neutral zone. Trevor Kellogg hustling back. Key will have to cover it up. Sloppy couple of plays there from both sides.
Yeah, it seems like both of them are still having a little bit of those nerves that we see on those first games. Of course, it's the first game for Virginia Tech, but they've got two under them. But it's still first game playing Tech in a long time for Liberty as well.
And with such a young team, it's a big jump to move up into collegiate hockey from the high school level. Liberty with about 15 freshmen on the roster. They played 10 in Saturday night's game, 4 in the starting lineup. Zach Stewart up the near side. Tries to feed you and Andrew. Liberty working against a few defenders. Brian Rice shovels it in. Stewart into the corner with Cade Pollock. Tyler Gordon getting in the way there, trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone for Virginia Tech. Liberty just able to clear it, but Brian Rice shoves it right back in. The Hokies dominating offensive possessions here so far. Liberty's had a few breakaways, but haven't really had much control for very long in their offensive zone.
No, yeah, they haven't had enough time to really set some plays up, get the puck passed around a couple of times to create those really good shots.
Lagas behind the net. Just takes it away from Glenn Farmer. The Hokies push it up, and Selke will take it himself. Selke, an experienced player for the Flames, but he had a tough night last weekend. 4 goals allowed, 32 for 36, but at the end of the day, first weekend, you'd like to have the wins, but it's not the end of the world. There's so much season left, and you're just getting familiar as a team. There's a lot of miscommunication in early season games that can really hurt you as a goaltender. D'Antona and Valent on the far side. Battling with the Flames, now caught up behind the net. Lanigan asking for the pass, comes a bit too late. There to spoil is Eric Abady. Now in the near corner, it's D'Antona and DeVivo battling there with Martin. Hearn comes up with it. Swings around to Sullivan, battling there with the referee and Drake Perham. Caught up on the near side. Good look from Cox. Down from the D1 team this year. Look for him to have a great season. Nate Cox, far side. Swings it around to Birkencotter. Hokies pushing up, it's Austin Hearn. Looking for Tulo in the center, can't get it. Looks for Gavin now instead, once again poked away. Kellogg shovels it back in. Liberty trying to work up the near side. Martin will just sling it down there, and an icing for the Flames. 12:22 left in the first period, still scoreless.
I know we were talking about Selke getting 4 goals scored on him, but he still had around 39 shots on cage on him, so he was really having to battle against the monsoon of pucks being thrown at his net.
At some point, you're going to break as a goaltender if you're getting that many shots.
Exactly. Still managed to actually have an 88% save.
High Point, one of the up-and-coming teams. Paduzzi to Kazai, the dynamic duo, put one on the board for Tech.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought we were going to see really early. Those veteran players coming into those shoes, getting that scoring really far out there right early. It's going to be very interesting to see if they keep going. How far do you think they will keep going?
Who else would it be than those two right there? Absolutely dominated Division II last season. Some of the best in the country. Virginia Tech with the 1-0 lead. Trying to clear it, Liberty shoves it right back in. Keel batted behind for Brian Rice. Swings it to the ACHL Defensive Player of the Year, J.H. Lagas. Earned the honors as a freshman. Tyler Gordon rips one off the crossbar. Virginia Tech looking for another quick one.
We were talking about it. That defensive pressure has not been on Virginia Tech. It's been mainly on Liberty having to stay in their zone so much.
With such a young team, they're going to have some trouble early in the season. And a new head coach this year, Christian Garland, and a longtime assistant for the Division II team, former Division I player at Liberty. Got the call up this season when Coach Hughes moved up to the D1 team. Travis Strutt, far side, kicks it down into the corner, swung around. Rice trying to clear it. It's kept in by Ben Larson. Tie up on the near circle. Kicked out to center ice and shoveled in off the chest of Brian Rice. Just under 11 minutes remaining here in the first. Virginia Tech with the 1-0 lead. They're caught up behind their own goal.
There have been some big hits in this game already, mainly coming from the freshmen on Tech side.
An aggressive group for both sides. Nice shot there from Caleb Birkencotter, straight to the glove of Key. It'll be a far side face-off. Lagas and Owens for the Flames. Virginia Tech comes up with it once again. Out to Gavin now and over to Hearn. Trying to get control of the puck. Liberty kicks it around and in. Sullivan back to retrieve. Dealing with a few hits from Anthony Emmy. And an icing for the Hokies. We'll bring it right back.
If Liberty can really take this face-off, win it, and get something set up, I think that they have a better chance, but Tech has been really good on the dot. Been able to get it out fast and get it over to the other side very quickly while retaining possession, not icing those pucks as well.
You're exactly right. Liberty, they just haven't really had the clean chances, the clean looks at the goal. Gotten it across a few times, but nothing stationary and haven't had much time to work. A nice shot there from Priem. Just gets to the backstop. Hokies looking to clear. Priem can't hold it in. Now nearly had a breakaway. A nice shot from Lanigan. Right up on the blue line, and it's across to Russell. We've got a whistle away from the puck.
Farmer's going to the box, I believe for a tripping call. I saw it down in the further corner near around the blue line for Tech. Yep, looks like it's going to be a tripping call. That's where that discipline, that kind of veteran play style that can really get you settled in where you don't get a little hot-headed there.
They had a lot of penalty kills last weekend, and it led to several high point goals. Virginia Tech had a fantastic power play last season and a really good penalty kill as well. Lagas just above the near circle. Up top, back to Lagas, rips one. In traffic, Selke scrambling for it. Now back behind the goal, Garlock passes it into the corner. Peduzzi prowling up above the circle, waiting for that pass, works his way up the middle, shovels it in, loose puck, battled away by the Flames. Peduzzi tries to hold the line, but Liberty will clear it. Now Virginia Tech right back across. They'll head back to the neutral zone and reset the offense. Lagas shovels in, Kazai on the run. That one's taken by Selke.
Smart play by Selke, trapping that puck, making sure that they can actually get a reset, get new players out there. We'll see if Tech actually, with these new players, if that helps as well. It could have been actually a little bit more dangerous.
1:10 remaining on the power play. Hokies, far side, Lanigan down to the corner. Back to Lanigan, up top to Sullivan, rips one from the point, off the legs of Selke. Flames clear it all the way back, and Keel leave it for Sullivan. Hokies, near side, it's Austin Hearn, working with Tulo to his back. Tulo into the corner. Up to Sullivan. Far side, Lanigan rips one. Caught in on the circle, and Sullivan keeps it from getting all the way back, but still cleared by the Flames. Hearn fakes, holds off, up to the point. Sullivan ripped, but Emmy blocks it with the stick. Nice defensive play there from number 7, and the Flames will clear it once again. Just 10 seconds left on the power play. Emmy pushing for Liberty, takes out Austin Hearn. He's looking for a call, but there won't be one.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a hold. I think that's what he's looking for right there.
Battle on the near side, and it's back to full strength for Liberty. A line change for the Hokies. Bring out Zach Stewart, Ewan Andrew. Andrew, near side in traffic. Tries to battle through it, but poked away once again. Simo gets the icing. 7:28 left in the first. Hokies with the 1-0 lead on a Cam Kazai goal. Zach Stewart loses the face-off for Tech. Emmy. Hokies back into the near corner. Kept in by the Flames, shoveled into the corner once again. Jared Matley, one of the star players for Liberty. One of their leading point scorers, along with Mark Padgett, back for another season.
That puck almost went in there. It was really, really close. I think it got caught in a little bit of some of the equipment that Key's wearing. They were able to get it out.
Hokies
Still offensive possession, though.
having some trouble clearing. Finally gets across the blue line on a missed shot to the left side. Deep pass. Won't make its way to DeVivo, but he's battling there in the far side. Josh Martin tries to swing it. Good look there from Drake Perham. Not able to land the pass.
Great save by Key. Last year, I think there was a lot of plays where he was actually taking it between the 5 holes. So I think this is actually a good sign for him where he's able to actually defend that really well.
6:14 remaining in the first. Peduzzi and Martin on the near circle face-off. Hokies take it. Kazai charging up center ice, rips it himself, but knocked away. Kazai with so much speed just decided to go right after it. Martin takes it across. cross ice pass. Flames shovel it back in. They'll make a few swaps as it's caught up in the corner. Looks like Travis Strutt tying it up. Now at the near side, ripped from the blue line, deflected away. Tough play, Key scrambling for it. Wow. Nearly poked in there by Ben Larson. He was all over the place. The Hokies trying to clear this puck. Liberty finally getting those solid offensive possessions that they were really looking for the first 10 minutes of the game.
No, yeah, that was roughly a minute, maybe more. They were able to get a couple line changes in there too while keeping possession down deep.
You can see just over the course of the first 15 minutes of play, this team is meshing so much more. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 weeks from now, the Hokies host the University of North Carolina Tar Heels for a weekend series here at the Lancer Lot. Prior to Friday night's game, there'll be a special pregame ceremony at 7:30 honoring Nick Basuro, Virginia Tech Hockey Class of 2023, for his induction into the ACHA Hall of Fame Class of 2025. Please plan to join us for this special night. Just under 5 minutes left in the first. Liberty swings it around. Key wanted the icing, but won't get it. Tulo kicks off to Now. Back to Tulo, rips one to the center. Stick save by Selke. Nate Cox, far side. Kicks up to Travis Strutt. He'll shovel it in and hop out for a line change. Nate Cox into the near corner. Liberty just kept in by Birkencotter.
A little bit of a flashy move there going between the legs.
Cox ripped from the blue line. Pad save from Key. Beautiful centering pass to Caleb Burchett. The opportunity of a lifetime, but Key able to cover that one up.
Right there on the doorstep. He had almost a wide open goal there. He was able to push off that side of the net and get to that middle to make that chest save. Shows you how much that veteran performance can help in a game one of a series.
An amazing pass. Now Tyler Gordon near side. Looking for Ewan Andrew. Defended well by the Flames. Kellogg rips one off the legs of Owens. Flame just able to clear it. Piece of ice flying up into the air. Andrew, Gordon. Back to Andrew, back to Gordon. Now around behind the net. To Cray, tough bounce off the sidewall, rips one in. Andrew was there, but knocked away by Selke. Now the Flames with the one-on-one. Martin battling, kicks it off the post. Caleb Burchett with another great look, but just can't put it through. Paget now working with Matley. Kicks it to Martin in the corner. Hokies come up with it. D'Antona skating up the near side, one-on-one. Rips it to the glove of Selke, but batted away. Valent tries for a look. Caleb Burchett just cannot find home.
That's the second time that he's had a really good look there. And Key's gotten lucky for that last one.
With looks like that, you know they're going to put one through eventually. The Flames have really cleaned up their game over the course of the first period. Brian Rice now fires one high. Liberty just clears it, working a 3-on-3. Into the center, another one off the post.
He is definitely tipping that goal $10 after tonight.
Benjamin Kovac now up to the top. Comes off the stick a little funky of Dominic Attilis. Commotion in front of the net, loose puck. Just swiped away by Valent to clear that one. An icing for the Hokies, but if that one wasn't swiped away, surely a goal.
Oh yeah, he was wide open for that. This game has definitely gotten more intense.
The Flames have really pulled it together on offense, and they're clearing the puck much more quickly on defense. Several great looks in the last 3, 4, 5 minutes that they just haven't been able to put through. Paget, center ice, kicks it down low. Lagos swings around the net, looks for D'Antona, barely comes up with it. Near side, DeVivo, cross to Lagos. He's got defenders in the way, swings around, wrap around. Can't quite put it through, just went a hair too wide. Lagos takes another one, commotion in front of the net. Liberty looking to clear. They finally do, it's a 1-on-2. Paget will slow it down. Between the legs, but nobody's there. Kazai swings it, nearly gets it out. Kept in by the Flames. Shot ripped by Birkencotter, but Key saved. It is getting hectic out here. Lanigan tries to land one on Burchett. Kicked in across by the Flames, just 40 seconds left in the first. Hokies holding on to the 1-0 lead. Far side, up top, ripped, another one out to the corner. Emmy looked for the feed. Owens just couldn't handle it. Across the goal, Sullivan battling. Owens gets away from his stick, loose puck, batted away. Another troublesome moment. It looks like Kazai might be feeling that one. Seems to be all right, but I thought he grabbed something for a second there.
Yeah, he got up a little slow there. Both of these goalies, they're getting lucky and they're playing smart, but it is impressive how we have not had a higher scoring game so far.
How many post shots and crossbars is that for the Flames? It's got to be 4. As the clock winds down, Kazai working up the near side. Tripped up by Theo Priem. And that'll be the end of the first period. Garlock getting into a little scrum right there. Before we cut to first intermission, make sure you tune in every week for the Gobbler Effect here on the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Sit down with Chris Pierce and head coach Joey Mullen to chat all things Hokie hockey, along with special guests each week. Catch it all on the Gobbler Effect on the VTHN YouTube page. 1-0 Hokies lead after the first. We'll have our intermission report from Caitlin in a few minutes, but for now, we'll take a break. 1-0 Hokies.
coach of the Virginia Tech hockey team. Coach, you know, we just finished the first period. How are you looking? How do you think we're doing?
So we were good. We had really good legs the first bit of the period. Thought we kind of were fighting it a little bit the last 5 minutes, but we gutted it out. Got out with a 1-0 start, so it's always good.
Yeah, and we had our first power play of the game. How do you think we're doing there?
I thought we got a little nervous, a little sporadic. To be expected. First game jitters a little bit, so other than that, had good zone time, good entry, so build off of that.
You ready for the next 2 periods?
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much.
Welcome back in. Second period of action between the Hokies and the Flames. Virginia Tech leading 1-0 after Cam Kazai's goal to start the season. Boy, did he have a dominant one last year. Kazai, 67 points. It was 26 goals and 41 assists. What a year. Now in his junior season. Far side, Liberty comes up with it. They'll shovel in. Knocked away by Key. Lagas battling up the far side. It's poked away. Flames with an opportunity. Shooting through traffic, but knocked away. Now Lagas once again far side. Looks for Kazai on the deep pass, but intercepted. Liberty really cleaned up their game towards the last few minutes of the first period. They got several nearly open looks at the net, frankly.
I think they really cleaned it up. They really got everything together, mainly after that power play that we had. Something was said, they changed their gameplay, and they cleaned it up. I think we were in their, or they were in our end for around 3 minutes towards the end of that first period.
They had great looks, just knocked a few off the post, and I think one off the crossbar as well. Couldn't quite find home. Tulo lands a hit on the near side. Hearn shooting through traffic, knocked away. It was Luke Russell, the defenseman, got his body in the way of that shot. Lanigan now battling with Burchett. Now, far side with Russell. Fighting, but Priem comes up with it. Looking to clear, but now down to Tulo. Tries to feed in the center, and Selke covers it up. $18:20 remaining in the first. It's still a 1-0 Virginia Tech lead. But man, the Flames have absolutely turned this game around.
Exactly. I don't even think anything really changed between that intermission. Both teams came out exactly the same as the last one.
With a talented player and experienced coach and Christian Garland, it's not much of a surprise that they've been able to get this game back in control. Still down one, haven't been able to find the back of the net, but boy, are they putting some good shots out there. Sent all the way across and retrieved.
Big hit.
Now up the near side. Simo dancing through center ice. Shovels one in. Glove down by Pollock. And sent around. It's Trevor Kellogg circling the far side. Cross past to Valen. Swings one wide to the left. Ewan Andrew was looking for the rebound. D'Antona just poked away from him. Circling around the net, Key off the leg pads. Saved and moved back out. Hannigan just waiting there at the blue line for something, but Valen now across center ice. Took a big hit there
This is a
from
3-on-0.
Liberty with numbers takes the shot, and they score. You knew it was coming at some point at 16:58 in the second.
Yeah, I mean, that was dangerous from the start. Once it was three heading down that ice, you knew someone was going to go in. After the amount of times that they just barely missed that last period, had to be something there.
That was just great teamwork from the crew with numbers. The Flames were bound to get a few in. D'Antona now on the run. Sends one straight to Selke's glove. It's a goal for Glenn Farmer. Matley on the assist. Look for Farmer to be a big player for the Flames this year. His first goal with Liberty. Kazai up to Rice, ripped from the blue line and tucked into the corner. Matley clears it across, and Rice will retrieve. Sends it up to center ice. Matley up to Farmer. Ripped off the stick of Rice just behind the net. Padgett took a hit there from Rice. Now Peduzzi, center ice. It's a 2-on-3. Knocked away by Selke. Recovered by Matley. The Flames just able to clear it. Padgett up the far side, and I believe it'll be an offsides call. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Hearn and Larson. Flames come up with it. Pretty even on the face-off so far tonight. Pollock and back to Tillis. Hearn, back pass to Gavin now, shooting through traffic, but knocked away by Selke once again. Nearly had a loose puck, but no one there to knock it home. Lanigan not able to keep it in. He'll go back and reset the Hokies offense. The pass from Sullivan, bit off the mark. Liberty dancing through the center. Key knocked it down, loose puck, and it's poked in once again. Liberty quickly turning the tide. It's 2-1 now for the Flames at 15:32. It was a Beatty on the goal.
We were talking about this at intermission. What was going to have to change for Liberty to really come out with some fire? And I think whatever was talked about in that locker room, they're fired up, they're ready, they're trying to make some high numbers here.
Flames take the face off. Knocked over to Nate Cox. Defended by Stewart. Now shoveled up to center ice. It's Simo. Feeds it up to Andrew. Knocked away by Hannigan. Into the neutral zone. Stewart to Simo. Up the left side. Slows it down. Sends it down low to Stewart. Caught up behind the net. Stewart battling with Birkencotter. Just poked away and barely cleared. The Hokies thought they kept it in, but in offsides, just barely over the blue line. Caitlin was able to speak with Coach earlier during the first intermission. Caitlin, what did Coach have to say about the game so far?
In the first 10 minutes of the first period, you know, our team had pretty fast feet, and he said we needed to keep that up. The last 5 minutes were a little rough toward our goal over there, and he just said we need to go back to the first 10 minutes keeping feet up to make sure we're keeping up with the goals. I mean, obviously Liberty just scored 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, so I think we definitely need to keep our feet back up.
Definitely the Hokies having a little bit tougher of a time here lately. The last about 10 minutes of gameplay, Liberty's really turned it around. But a great opportunity for Tech now as Owens will head to the box for 2 minutes. The Hokies with the man advantage. Covered up behind the goal. Kazai's trying to get his stick back. Just tied up. Luke Russell is killing time. Already 20 seconds elapsed, and Virginia Tech hasn't even got it out from behind the net. Correction there, it's a penalty on Sulke, but Owens will serve it for him. Kazai up to Peduzzi at the top. Knocked off the body.
Big block by Martin there.
The Hokies resetting, 120. Kazai dancing through traffic. Tripped up all over the place, no whistle. And then a hit there from Luke Russell. We've got a whistle. Far side face-off. Garlock knocks it back behind, up to Peduzzi, loses his footing for a moment. Lagas hustling up to the far side, keeps it in. Garlock cross to Peduzzi, rips one off the elbow of Selke. And the Flames with possession in the corner. Peduzzi comes up with it right at the blue line, shovels it back in. Flames able to clear it. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. The captain near side sends it around the boards. Too low and now down low to meet. Now swings it around. Now out to Andrew. Across to Lanigan. Works his way up to the point. Faking, holding off. Crosses to Hearn. Lanigan rips from the top. Loose puck. Now sends it in.
Wonderful recovery by Now there. A very, very powerful shot out from the blue line.
Gavin Now out of Pennington, New Jersey. His first goal as a Hokie to tie the game at 2-2. He had 150 points through his 4 years in high school. A lot of them coming in that senior season. He was absolutely dominant and now looking to start a great Hokies career. Over 50 points that senior year. It's you and Andrew battling with Paget. Stewart tripped up and taken down. Flames just poked away. You and Andrew ripped off the body, trips over the defender. Now it's Matley behind the goal. Kicked out to the Hokies, tied up with the ref, and the Flames circling around the backside. Cade Pollock battling with Andrew. Pickpockets. Tyler Gordon feeds to the center, but knocked away by Pollock once again. Now the Flames. It's Farmer. He'll dump it in and hop off for a line change. Pollock up at the blue line. Keeps it in. Rips through traffic. Knocked away. Rebound to the far side. And poked away once again. DeVivo. 1-on-2. Nearly taken out by Pollock. Liberty landing some big hits there, and DeVivo gets him right back. Caught up behind the net, the loose puck. Scooped up there by Martin. Taken out to the neutral zone. An aggressive second period. A lot of big hits being landed as Valent shovels one across. And it's waved off.
The rookies coming out strong here. Mainly that fourth line of all of them. These freshmen, they're trying to make a name for themselves.
2-on-2, centering pass gets away. And Nate Cox retrieves it at center ice. Hokies shovel it around. Now it's Perham in the near corner. Birkencotter feeds it up. Martin in a 2-on-3. Nice defense from Lagas and Rice. Peduzzi was there as well. Garlock 1-on-2. Centers it. Puck gets away. Lagas recovers. Swipe shot just gets away. Off the back glass. Kazai will feed it up to Lagas and knocked away by the Flames. It was Birkencotter. A lot of possession changes here in the last few minutes. No one able to hold their own on offense. Too low with Nate Cox dancing in the corner. Peduzzi and Martin work their way in, and now Tulo battling 1-on-2. They'll take Cox down to the ground. Lanigan just knocked away by Martin. And the Flames able to shovel it in, but few Hokies left to recover. Sullivan kicks up to Now and Hearn, but in the way is Russell. Caught in the near side corner. Both sides battling with numbers. Pops out to Sullivan. He'll swing it up and around. Priem there to take it, just gets across the blue line. .9:23 remaining in the second. Tie game on the ice. Gavin now on the rebound.
This game already was hot, very energetic. We're starting to see a little bit of some chippiness. Players are hitting each other a little harder than they were in that first period.
It's one aspect that has hurt both teams, really. The Hokies had some trouble with that from time to time last year, and it led to a couple of their losses. Liberty's dealt with that some this year, and certainly contributed to both of theirs against High Point. Simo battling with Emmy, and Key gets the icing.
Even with the man-down penalties, Virginia Tech still managed to be one of the higher scorers on the penalty kill. That being said, it's a nice stat to have, but not one that you really want all the time.
8:58 remaining in the second. Far circle face-off. Owens and Stewart. Flames try to clear it out, but kept in by Tecray. Looking for Andrew, but won't find home. Now swung around the net. Simo sends one in and gloved smoothly by Selke. Couple of swaps for both sides. We're gonna get some fresh legs out on the ice. It's D'Antona to take the face-off. Knocks it back to Valent. Shot wide right. Lagas gets one off the boards. Rice, deep pass to Valent, hustling over for it. Just barely an icing. Wes Valent nearly got there.
Going to be a little bit of a controversial call just because that Liberty player was so close to being able to get there. But overall, I think it's the right one. Icing back over into the Virginia Tech side. We'll see if these face-offs can help.
Valent kicks it up and shoveled back in by the Flames. DeVivo, far side. Passes out to no one. Lagas hustles up for it. Gets it off the glove. Isolation works his move to the left, but knocked away. Wasn't able to get the clean shot. Valent now rips one off the legs of Hannigan. Near side, D'Antona laid out by Nathan Cox. D'Antona battles back into it, and a shot there from DeVivo.
Lagas had a really, really good look there, but there was some really good defense by Liberty up close. They're really trying to protect their goalie, which is smart. He had a really rough game that first game, still had really high save percentage.
Sullivan, now Peduzzi in the center, rips one wide. Garlock below the net. Dangerous spot for him. Peduzzi, far corner. Liberty working to clear. They push it up. Matley did not get a stick on it, and icing. And that'll bring it back to the Hokies offensive zone. Would have been a great pass to get that across for Liberty, but Matley just not quite able to get the stick on it. Pass came in with a lot of heat. Now Kazai with Cox. Both tripped up along with Padgett back behind the net. Shot, Selke. Looks like he stifled it in the 5-hole. .7:13 remaining. Still tied at 2-2. This has been a hard-fought game for both sides. few big momentum shifts, and looks like things have finally started to equalize a little bit late into the second.
No, I definitely agree. Tech in those last 5 minutes, like Coach was saying, they started to pull their foot off the gas a little bit, but it seems like they've put it back on. Both teams are playing absolutely best, and honestly, I'm surprised it's 7 minutes. Seems like this period has flown by.
Now working with Tulo up the right side. Battling in the corner with Martin. Tied up, it's still now in Tulo. Liberty able to clear it out. Kovac shovels it into the near corner. Martin circles for it, a shot there. Martin with Kellogg, sends him into the boards, he's down on the ground. Back up and recovers, feeds the center. And knocked away. Simo with a great hit there to break up that opportunity. Just 6 minutes remaining. Pollock takes it across on his own. Looks coast to coast, circles around. Can't find the pass to Beatty. Andrew kicked up to Gordon. Sent to the boards by Pollock. Swung around by Liberty, kept in by Rice. Potentially a crucial play. Rips one off the chest of Selke. Tied up in the center. Selke dove on top of it just in time. Could have been a costly rebound, but he bounced it right back in front of him. Great heads-up play to just leap forward and cover it up. Far side face-off. Hokies come up with it thanks to Stewart. Sent into the near corner. Now Laugus up at the blue line. Another rebound out from Selke. Covers it up once again.
Good glove save by Selke there. Had it right in the position. It seemed to just kind of go in. Still a very hard shot to block, especially when these are coming off very, very fast.
Stewart and Owens on the face-off. Emmy battling in front of the scorers. Near side corner. Tyler Gordon able to get it across the blue line. Laugus and Emmy battling. Swung by Andrew. Big line change for the Hokies to bring out 4 pairs of fresh legs. Andrew will head off himself.
Second time that a long distance pass has kind of gone around that same place. Liberty just misses it on that time as well. Some of those passes, if connected, could have led to a very, very important opportunity for Liberty.
Nearly getting a couple of those fast breaks, which could potentially be costly. Sullivan up at the blue line, down to Kazai, rips it across. Garlock retrieves, down to Kazai, working his way around and into the center. Sullivan keeps it in and swings it around the boards. Peduzzi down low with Garlock. Tied up in the corner. Puck finally poked loose. It's off the ref's skates and to Kazai's stick. Lanigan just barely keeps it in. Scooped up by Selke. After flying through the first 14 minutes of the period, things have seemed to slow down to a crawl here in the last few. Still 4:12 remaining in the 2-2 game.
I think both teams are really slowing down, like you're saying, but I think they're also playing a little bit smarter, still very aggressive. Couple of unseen errors are happening around the play.
D'Antona can't take the face off for Tech. Now it's across, Kellogg back. Farmer right in front of the benches loses to DeVivo, and poked away by Priem. Nice defense there from Theo Priem. Able to save a potentially solid opportunity there on the far side. Face off in the right circle, 3:45 left in the second. Paget will step up for the Flames and Hearn for the Hokies. Liberty comes up with it, a broken stick. Matley surely upset about that one. Tulo slowing it down, loses his stick himself. Battling with Matley, shovels one around, knocked away by Key. Tough save off the shoulder. Lagas working his way up. Sliding in is Priem. Able to spoil the opportunity. Now comes up with it. Lagas rips one off the glass. Matley with the new stick. Takes it across the ice himself. Commotion in front of the goal. Just gets off to the left side. Kept in by Pollock. And down low to Farmer. He'll let it through and around. Now holds up, clears it to center ice. Retrieved by the Flames. Pollock knocks it over to Farmer, who takes down Brian Rice. Liberty with an opportunity here, spoiled by several Hokies. Shoveled in by Hearn, and now down to recover, a line change for Tech. Caught up in front of the goal, it's Attilis. Sent up to center ice and kept there by D'Antona. Nice hit from Lanigan up against Strutt. And an icing for the Hokies. The Flames will get to take it all the way back across with just over 2 minutes remaining.
A lot of these last 2-3 minutes have been back and forth into each other's zones just from a face-off due to icing.
Right circle, Tyler Gordon sends it across. Andrew able to get there in time. Caught up against the boards, it's Andrew and Emmy and Zach Stewart, and also Hannigan in there. Ripped by Lanigan now at the blue line and into the back glass. Tyler Gordon under pressure. Selke able to get on top of it. I don't know how he saw that puck with all the skates in front of him. Now make sure you tune in every week for the Gobbler Effect here on the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Sit down with Chris Pierce and head coach Joey Mullen to chat all things Hokie hockey, along with special guests each week. Catch it all on the Gobbler Effect on the VTHN YouTube page. Far side, Martin passes up to his teammate. Deep pass to Perham. Kept in by the Flames as Kazai swings it. The Hokies not able to clear. Costly shot up off the top and in. No, they say it was out. Kovac off the crossbar, and now they give it to him. What a shot from Kovac. The backhanded scoop just flipped it over Key.
Oh yeah, that went straight bar down. It was a very nice shot by him. He got a really good fast break there. I believe I saw them pass the puck off into the bench so they can keep that one, put some tape on it, sign it, get it ready.
3-2 with a minute remaining in the second. Liberty regains the lead. Garlock against numbers. Centering pass to Peduzzi, gets off into the side. Liberty slowing it down a little bit. 40 seconds remaining in the second. Knocked off the boards to Martin. Kazai kicks it in and across. Selke batted away. 25 remaining in the second period. Hokies on the near side. Kazai fakes to the right but loses it to the left. Hannigan battling in the way. Now to the far corner, just 8 seconds remaining. Nathan Cox slowing it up behind the net as the clock expires. Liberty with a late goal in the second to retake the lead. 3-2 Flames over the Hokies. We'll take another short break here for the second intermission. In a few minutes, we'll cut it back to Caitlin with an interview for Virginia Tech. I believe it's going to be a player this time. And then we'll take another break and bring it right back here for some third period action. The Hokies up against the ropes, down 1. You won't want to miss it.
We're here with freshman Gavin now, who just scored his first career point of the game. How are you feeling, Gavin?
Pretty great. It's good to get on the board early and start the season off a good foot.
Yeah, and you know, Liberty did just score, so they're up right now, but are you going to come back third period?
Yeah, I mean, we were just one more step period. We had a couple sloppy mistakes in the end, but I think we'll bounce back and take this one.
Great, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back for the third period of play. Liberty leads the Hokies 3-2 in the season opener for Virginia Tech. Gavin Peduzzi at center ice to take the faceoff against Ben Larson. Hokies come up with it. A hard-fought second period. Things have really evened out after the first few minutes. The Beatties shot right to the heart of Key.
It's a good save for Key. Kind of build that confidence back up. The goals on him have been relatively hard goals to stop, however.
Liberty's had a few really good looks, but they've knocked off the posts. Kazai tries to send one in. Another leg save from Selke. Fought back against two, one from Kazai and one from Garlock. Able to hold strong. But Liberty has really shifted the tides. Came out a little bit slow in the first period, and after a few minutes, they have turned it around. Looking pretty dominant out here, all things considered. Certainly putting up a great fight. Kazai far side, rips one wide. Kept in by Peduzzi. Now Kazai at the center, gloved by Selke.
Seems like Kazai has definitely found a lot of shots. Not many of them are really as perfect as I think he wants them. I think he wants to take a couple of those back, rethink, and get a better shot opportunity there. The Hokies had 15 shots last period, while Liberty only had 7. Still with the amount of goals scored, however, for both teams, it seems like Selke has calmed down, become a really strong presence, and able to really block a lot of really smart shots there.
Certainly held up well so far. The Hokies took 35 shots through the first 2 periods. Meanwhile, Liberty with just 19. Able to knock through 3 of them, however. Pretty impressive percentage there. Kept in by Tulo. Tried to feed now, but Pollock will knock it away. Hokies now at center ice. Simo trying to feed it in on the near side. It's Kovac on the run. Knocked into the boards by Simo. Kellogg across the blue line, now across center ice. Shovels it around to himself. Poked away, Pollock and Tulo. Cleared out to the center as Simo sends it in off the glass. Couple of changes there. Tyler Gordon, a nice feed to Stewart. Got pushed into the near corner by some solid defense. Simo, now Gordon. Kept it in. Liberty up off the glass and high. Josh Martin. Looked like he knocked his own teammate's stick away. Took the shot, knocked away by Key. Kellogg battling with Martin. Now up to Andrew. Swung it around, a big hit there. Now it's Russell and Stewart tied up in the far side. Martin getting his stick in there as well. And Tyler Gordon just got tripped up in front of the net. Gordon down to Andrew. Taken away, and Kovac pushes it up. Hokies back behind their own goal, swing it up. Just stopped by D'Antona. Feeds it in the center. Pass got away. Valent not able to handle it. Valent now battling with Nate Cox. Over to Paget. Farmer pushing it up. Bunch of defenders in the way. Keel decide to cover. 16-11 still remaining in the third. Caitlin spoke with Gavin now during the intermission. Caitlin, what did Gavin have to say?
He was sounding really good. You know, he was pretty hyped up after having his first career goal as a Hokie. And he's just ready. He said he had a few mistakes and that they all need to clean up slightly, but he's ready. He knows we're going to be able to come back in this last period of the game.
A lot of young players for both sides. Now among them, he had a pretty impressive high school career, looking to get his collegiate one started in his first game here tonight. But the young players on this Flames roster have excelled as well. A lot of talent for both sides, and with a really dominant, solid program like Liberty overall, 3 men's teams in the ACHA and 2 women's teams as well. They've certainly got a boatload of talent. Now it's Paget, cross center ice, defenders in the way, tries to dance through the center. Pollock retrieves in his defensive zone. Liberty working to push up. Paget, he's got a Beatty to his side. Knocked away, Sullivan comes up with it. Kicked around off the boards and right over to the goal. Selke will bat it away. 15 minutes remaining in the third. Swung around and no one got a piece of it. That's an icing for the Flames. We'll send it back across the ice with 15:04 remaining.
Really hard to tell. Not much has really stood out already so far in the first 5 minutes of this period. Both teams still kind of holding on to a little bit of that energy, but lost a little bit of it.
Not quite as conditioned as they might be late in the season. A Beatty near side, he'll swing it around the boards. It's Larson and Strutt in the corner, along with Hearn and Tacray. A couple of big hits there from both sides. Out to Kellogg, battling with Strutt. All tied up in front of the boxes. Few changes in possession here. It's shoveled in and around. A hit from Tulo right in front of the scorers. Hearn works his way across the blue line, dances to the side, tries to feed it through, but it's just knocked away. Shoveled back in, the Hokies will have to clear. Round comes Hannigan off the skates of Rice. Now Owens swings it, but Andrews in the way. Kicks up to Gordon. He's got Stewart with him. Tied up on the far side by Owens. Stewart behind the net. Cox, Owens, and Gordon all back there. Hannigan prowling right in front of the line.
Yeah, that's the right call there. The hand pass to the other Tech player. It's unfortunate when you get stuck behind that goal and you're kind of roughing and trying to get out of a scrum there. Sometimes that little bit of that want to just play with your hand gets in there, gets in the way.
Face off in the neutral zone. Stewart and Martin both wearing number 10. And it's out to Nate Cox. Up the near side, working quickly. Perham sends one off the glass. Lanigan tied up there. Perham once again. Lanigan and Kovac just sliding around. Shot with a little bit of commotion, batted away by Lanigan. Andrew had the 1-on-2, not able to get through. Hokies kick it up, but no stick was able to tap it. That's an icing for Tech. We'll bring it back. .12:42 in the third period. Still the 3-2 lead for the Flames. They just flipped the switch after about 10 minutes. Matley dancing on the near side, not able to thread it through. Pollock lost it in his vision. Now DeVivo just slips off a stick. Flames slow it down behind their own net. Work out to the left side, spoiled by Tech, and just knocked away. DeVivo trying to keep it in. They cross it to Paget. Tech with numbers on defense. Paget shovels it in and around. To Cray, comes up with it, slows it and swings it out to DeVivo. Hokies taking their time clearing the puck. They finally settle in with just under 12 minutes remaining. DeVivo out to center ice. Takes it across himself, whiffs on the shot. Pushing it up is Larson. Bounces it off the boards and to Cray, comes up with it. Up the near side and knocked in by D'Antona. The Hokies will swap some legs. Looking for a Beatty. Crosses the ice, defended by Lagas. Knocked into the boards, poked away, and Rice comes up with it. Swung over to the captain and back to Rice. Pushes it up the center. Hokies with numbers. Lagas feeds into Garlock and poked away by Emmy. Emmy now comes up with it, nearly runs into his teammate. Emmy dancing with numbers and just barely off sides by Liberty. A close call there. Couple of hits and the commotion just got the foot across too early.
Liberty definitely making very smart passes. They're getting through. The skip lanes are open. Tech seems to be making some passes that I feel like they're going to look at later and realize maybe that wasn't the best look.
Liberty's looking like a very technical team so far. It's no wonder that they made it so deep into the playoffs last year. A Nationals appearance and one of those programs that you really expect to have a successful year no matter who they've got. Tied up along the boards, Owens shovels it up to Emmy. Out to the side, Burchett. And kicked in by Owens, the shot missed right. Emmy taken away by Peduzzi. Saucered over to Lanigan, off the boards and fed back. Takes it across himself, he's got a body behind him, it was Now. Sent the shot up top and off the back glass. Now spoiled. Too low right in front of the goal. Battling with his teammate and gloved by Selke.
Some pretty good looks there for Hokies. I think they're still trying to get it down really deep too fast. I think they need to have a little bit more stuff up at the blue line. A lot more stuff down closer to the net. It's a little tricky sometimes as well.
Flames on the run. They've got the numbers. Swing it to the center, Martin. Deflected by the legs of Tecray. Hokies clear it briefly and Liberty dumps it back in. Now it's Kellogg behind the net. Kicks it up to Now and bounced off the glass. Into center ice and back to the Liberty zone. Flames trying to push it across. Too low, spoils. It's Now with Hearn, takes it himself, knocked off the legs. Hearn kicks it down to Now below the net, but just loses it. Liberty with a quick 2-on-2. The Hokies getting back and the pass goes awry into center ice. Preempt settling back in the team. 850, Tulo rips one. Just took it away and couldn't knock it home.
That's what the Hokies need to get themselves in this game, is taking a little bit more of those chances, the smart chances, sticks up in the passing lane to kind of block off Liberty from those powerful passes between everyone.
Farmer trying to thread through a bunch of Hokies as Rice takes it across. Gordon barely keeps it on sides. Liberty with numbers. It's Paget just poked away by Zach Stewart. A great defensive play to save him an opportunity. Nate Cox not able to keep it in on the far side. Skipped up over his stick. Both sides will swap some legs as Gordon kicks it over and around to buy some time. Kept in by Valent, ripped one off the legs of Selke. As Larson kicks it around, commotion in front of the net. Back to center ice, Lanigan feeds it down low. Lanigan lost his footing, but so did Abady. Potentially something up with the ice there. And we'll take it back with an icing. 7:22 here in the third. Liberty still with that 3-2 lead. Hokies got a great shot off of Tulo's takeaway, but missed wide to the left. Up top, Attilis rips one. Recovered by Pollock on the far side. Now Sullivan holds off behind the net, settling in the offense. Works his way to the left. Up to D'Antona. Emmy tries to keep it in. They clear it, but just momentarily. Now back, D'Antona laid out down low.
He's slow to get up right now. He's taking his time. There's something wrong. It looks to be something with maybe a knee. Yeah, it's that right knee.
Near side, it's Emmy. Excuse me, that was Lanigan that got taken out. Slow to clear off the ice. To Cray. Great feed up to Garlock, the one-on-one. Amazing save by Selke. CJ Selke has really turned it on here in the third. Near side, poked away, race for the puck. Simo comes up with it. Kicks it up to Kazai. Hokies in trouble, whiffed pass. Peduzzi tries to keep it in and take it away, but Martin loses control. Some sloppy play here for the last minute or so. Both sides trying to settle in. Kazai feeds it up to Garlock, and he'll kick it down low for a line change. Great opportunity for Ben Kovac. Got the pass right at the line, skipped across and ripped it, but Key there with the save.
Yeah, and a little bit of update on Lagas. I did happen to see him go back into the locker room, so it seems like there definitely is something a little bit wrong with that knee. We'll see if he comes back out. We hope that everything goes well for him.
Hernan Larson on the face-off. Liberty able to keep it in. They feed it to the center. Abady knocked away by Key. Lagas, center ice. One behind him, Abady. Just sticking that stick in there. Now fighting with Russell. Up across, it's Priem. Defended by Now and Lagas. Got the stick in the way and popped up into the netting. 5:05 remaining here in the third period. The Hokies still need to put one more on the board to keep things moving. They haven't had the same opportunities that they did earlier in the game. Liberty just becoming more and more fluid as a unit. From period to period, they just look like a totally different team. They've gotten so much better over the last 20, 30, 40 minutes of play. It's incredible.
I agree, and I think Hokies, while it is their first game, there's a lot of really good talent on there. We might see that talent boost up as this clock keeps running down, but they've been playing very up and down.
Back behind the goal, Glenn Farmer. And kicked up top.
Dangerous
down low.
shot right there. A lot of people in front of Key and a lot of sticks ready to at least try and rebound that in. Good thing Key was able to keep up with that. Make sure that everyone tunes in every week for the Gobbler Effect here on Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Sit down with Chris Pierce and head coach Joey Mullen to chat all things Hokie hockey, along with special guests each week. Catch it all on the Gobbler Effect on the VTHN YouTube page.
It's tied up momentarily at center ice. Now to Cray. Back on the side. Got knocked into the referee by Matley. Cleared out by the Flames. Simo hustling back. Matley just lurking behind him, waiting for a mistake. Taken away by Peduzzi. Kazai ripped it. Couldn't keep it on the stick and slides in. Selke's down. The net's off the moorings. It looks like Selke's okay. Kazai came in hot and slipped into him, took him out, lost the helmet. Just a messy play all over the place.
That's always a scary thing. The goalies, while they are able to get hit, they're not really prepared for it, and you always want to make sure that they're doing well. I wouldn't be surprised if this fires up the Liberty team a little bit more. They might get a little bit chippier. Regardless, face-off won by Liberty.
Seems like Selke's doing all right back there. The Flames just tipped this one out of play into the stands. 3:50 remaining in the third. Hokies backs up against the wall. There weren't many games where they were down this late last season. We'll see how they battle back here tonight, or if they battle back here tonight. Liberty, meanwhile, in the search for their first win of the season in game number 3. Dropped both to High Point last weekend at home. New head coach Christian Garland looking for his first win as head coach with the team, that is. Haas gets away and Lagas back to it, crosses to Rice. Rice working coast to coast off the legs of Selke and kept in by Lagas, ripped one from the blue line as well. Near side just under 3:30, now behind the net. It's now down low up to Lagas. Ripped in but deflected by Burchett. And the Flames come up with it, they clear. Both sides looking for some fresh legs, about 3 minutes left to go. Big hit on Tulo from Nate Cox. And on the far side, Liberty working it up, now back to the Hokies.
I like that last possession by the Hokies. Still a lot more stuff up at the blue line, a lot better shots on the goal there.
Sullivan had it poked away. Kellogg retrieves at center ice. Now Liberty slowing things down. The Hokies with 2.5 minutes left to work. Kellogg is back, feeds up to Garlock. Martin getting in the way, battling, pokes it up and clears. Sullivan back to retrieve, looks for Kazai, the shot a bit ahead. Now tied up below the goal line and poked out. Peduzzi ripped off the arm of Selke. CJ Selke has been dominating late in this game. Kellogg trying to get it through. Hokies with the man advantage. Kazai over to Peduzzi, and he ties the game.
I mean, that's textbook right there, right across the goal line, getting the goalie down where he does not know how to do that. That comes off of a really big hit from Peduzzi. This might get both teams riled up. 3-3 with 1 minute and 45 seconds left. This just got interesting.
Right up against the wire. Less than 2 remaining in the game. And Virginia Tech ties it up thanks to none other than Gavin Peduzzi. 3-3 game here at the Lancerlot Sports Complex. A hard-fought season opener for the Hokies, looking to break the curse against the Flames. They haven't won against Liberty since 2013. A 16-game win streak for the Flames. Hearn dancing over, he's tripped up. Penalty awaiting for Liberty, that could be costly. The Hokies retaining possession, they work up to Lagas, rips it through, and Liberty finally gets possession, but that's a Hokies power play with just 1:12 remaining.
And that is very, very interesting because I believe one of the Liberty players were looking for a little bit of a call deeper in the Hokies defensive zone. Big hit down there. Very interesting to see it go on the other side as well, but some of that grit gets in there.
We mentioned it during the pregame, but one of the aspects that hurt Liberty so much against High Point was they spent a lot of time in the box. They gave up a lot of power play goals during that 2-game series, and while tonight both sides have played extremely clean in terms of penalty minutes, this is a huge one for both sides. You're a man down with 1:12 after being up a goal just 1 moment ago.
For a while, too. I mean, that was the entire period of, what, 18 minutes they were up a goal? I mean, Liberty, like you said, they had a little bit of struggle. They ended up having one of the longest penalties that I've seen in college hockey, at least for club, this 7-minute-long penalty. They have cleaned it up. They are the only one who have taken penalties so far, 2 for Liberty, but still, both teams playing very clean, like you said.
Could be a costly one for them, but ladies and gentlemen, 3 weeks from now, the Hokies host the University of North Carolina Tar Heels for a weekend series here at the Lancerlot. Prior to Friday night's game, there will be a special pregame ceremony at 7:30 honoring Nick Masuro, Virginia Tech Hockey class of 2023, for his induction into the ACCHL Hall of Fame class of 2025. Please join us for this special night. 1:05 remaining in the game. Virginia Tech up a man. They think it got in. The horn goes off. They don't give them the goal.
That is where not having that replay comes into effect for this club league. Could have sworn I had seen Selke's water bottle jump up.
Off the post on the power play, 40 seconds remaining. Virginia Tech still with some time to end this one in regulation, but man, has it been a good game. Couple of lead changes. Hard fought from both sides, momentum shifts. And now a costly penalty, but just 20 seconds remaining in the third. Not much time to do it, and the Hokies get it done. With 15.9, Virginia Tech threads it through from the blue line. 4-3 Hokies.
And that's what I was saying right off the bat. More shots from the blue line gets you a better percent, especially on Selke. A lot of the goals from High Point came from a lot further up, unless it was a power play goal. That is a costly penalty for Liberty. Just through the 5-hole of Selke. It's always hard to see that, to feel that. You have so much padding down below the legs that sometimes you don't even know where that puck is. 15 seconds. Still a lot of time. As a Hokie fan, you're hoping, you're praying Liberty might be out of this, but they've been playing strong and hard we could see an overtime really easily, really quickly.
A couple of nice passes and one good shot is all you need. They won't have much time for much else.
No. They have to win this face-off, hopefully get it deep, sub-goalie off maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if Selke comes off very quickly, cheating a little bit just in case. If they can get that man up, they might have a chance, but still 15 seconds is a tough battle for them.
With such a technical passing team that has really been on display tonight, they do have a fair shot at this, but time is certainly not on their side. After having a great game so far, it's Glenn Farmer up the side, looks for the center. Matley tied up down low with Brian Rice. Kazai working in there as well, defended by Paduzzi. A shot in front, commotion in front of the net. Keys scrambling for it, and it's covered up. The Hokies take it.
A little bit of a scrum near the center. The stripes are separating that right now. What a phenomenal way to end that. That was the greatest game that I think I have seen here in Lancerlot. That was fast-paced. So many different things happened there. And I mean, that was a close one. Key with that save there. Both teams have to be incredibly proud with how they played. Yes, Liberty is down now 0-3, but that was a much better showing than they had over at High Point earlier last week.
This Liberty team is going to be a force to be reckoned with a couple more games under their belt. The improvement already so far with such a young team, they're going to be dominant for years to come. But the Hokies come up with the comeback late in the game. They get one with just a few minutes left to tie it up, and then a costly penalty for the Flames gives Virginia Tech the man advantage. They knock it home with 15.9 on the clock. One crucial error absolutely changed that game.
Yeah, that power play was really devastating for Liberty, and that seems to be what they need to fix later on. Liberty, like you said, very young team. They played a lot better. I don't want to point out that my prediction was 4-2, and it was pretty close. That being said, both teams played really, really good. A historical game shatters the curse. Virginia Tech taking their first win after 16 losses to Liberty. First game played since 2018. A lot of friendship here. Phenomenal playing for both teams.
Both teams circled up at center ice. Great sportsmanship here at the end of a very hard-fought game for both sides. Virginia Tech finally breaks the curse against the Flames, but not without some trials. A very impressive Liberty squad who will look to make another deep run in the playoffs this year despite their youth. Christian Garland has got to be feeling confident about this squad despite the 0-3 record. They really have showed some poise, and with a few very talented returners like Padgett and Matley, I think they've got a great lineup to set them up for the future.
No, I realistically think that Liberty needs to just not even think about those High Point games, realize they were their first games, a new team, take this loss as a loss, but realize they played strong, they played hard. Those penalties, the only thing they really need to change, but they fixed it really well, only 2 in the entire time they were here.
I'll be curious to see how tomorrow night's game goes in Lynchburg, with how hard fought this one was tonight, really coming down right to the wire. Liberty with the home ice advantage. That could be a big difference maker, especially after having seen each other tonight. It'll be interesting to see how both sides make adjustments before tomorrow night's game. But all in all, Virginia Tech with the 4-3 win start the season on a high note. Hokies hockey is back.